Happy day, everyone. Welcome to the February 2021 teaching update. February 2021, folks. 2021. We are already at the end of February because, these updates only come at the end of each month, right? And so a lot has happened because we're on some whole other level of stuff these days to where your life really just changes. The clip is just boom, 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 back to back. Events can happen back to back. And truth be told, my life pre-pandemic was a little bit like that. There are some things that I can tell you about some days that I woke up one kind of way and went to bed another kind of way. Just because life can be like that. And we just happen to be in a time period to where everyone's life globally is like that. And so we just have to, frankly, stay prayed up. So, there's no other way to say that. I think I've made it clear where I'm coming from faith-wise. So, yeah. But yeah, so let's get into the update. I've got my notes here, and as you see, I've got a full page of stuff to update you on and tell you about. So let's go to the first thing. The new Triple F Empowerment Inc. mailing address is 2214 Frederick Douglass Boulevard, Suite 296, New York, New York, 10026. Yeah. And the next part of the update is that I moved. And so since I moved, our mailing address has changed and now we've separated. So if you're trying to send me something, don't send it there because that address is for Mr. Science Club. That's our mailing address. That's where we get all of our correspondence. If you want to make a donation via check or money order, you can send it to that mailbox. Cool. And then, like I said, I moved. And so since I moved, all the Science Club materials moved as well. And so that's really what I've spent most of February doing, most of my free time. Who has free time? But whatever. Most of my free time doing. So work hours and my personal time has been packing up, purging, going through, scheduling, and managing all the things that come with going from one particular location to another. So that's been happening. Additionally, because I was in the middle of moving and needed to focus on that, and something frankly had to give, I haven't been spending time on Cambly or Outschool. So while I started it, as I told you in the last video with Cambly, and it seems like okay, I have not really spent time there this month simply because I needed to reallocate the time allotment because we only get so many hours in a day. Okay. And yeah, that's what happened with that. I did consider for a short period of time before I decided to do my move over the midwinter recess, which we have here in New York City. There's a school break that happens around the President's Day holiday. That's actually a full week. So I could have done a camp or something on Outschool, which I considered months ago when I first started being on Outschool. But then when it became clear that that's when I would be relocating, I decided to focus my relocation during that time. And so I did a reset and all that type of stuff. And just for clarity, in case you're wondering, I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am, just because that's just unnecessary. But yes, I am still in Harlem, New York. I'm decided not to relocate out of New York City. And there are people who did that during this time for various reasons, and frankly, good reasons, just simply because the city is still quite expensive. It's still really loud. And there's still a lot of people here. And we are still really having to be really focused when we talk about managing the pandemic as well because of some of the aforementioned things as well as just other things that I'm not going to go into on this video. Water. So yeah, that's that. Now, expanding. So you all know I run a nonprofit. Like, if you've been watching these videos, you know that. And so expanding the reach of that organization, we're constantly doing something new. There's different people that I'm thankful, like we're at the point to where people are contacting us. Hey, Miss Steph, do you want to be a part of this festival that we're doing? Sure. Do you want to come help comment on like some kids' work? Sure, that'll be fun. So, I actually have been invited to participate in a Brain Awareness Week festival. And so, there'll be more information out about that on our website and really, in particular, our Facebook. I'll be sharing a lot of that. And then, an event that has already happened that took place in a celebration of Black History Month. Hello. Yeah. This last couple of days, but we're still in Black History Month. Um, there was an event for Brooklyn North, which is a school district of Brooklyn North, um, did an awesome event. It was a STEAM Dream Team event. And so they had kids. Hello. Huh, they had kids look into putting together a Black STEAM Dream Team that would respond to one of the 17 United Nations sustainability goals. And so I encourage you, one, to look up those goals because it's good for all of us to know them. And we can think of how we can participate and move those goals forward. And two, I encourage you to look up some Black STEAM scholars because there are so many who have done so many things. And there are people not only historically, like in the past, but there are contemporaries getting it done, doing a lot of things. And so that was a great thing to participate in. And I really got to learn a lot because there were people that I didn't know about that these kids had come up with and they were researching and presenting. So shout out to the Brooklyn North um, event folks, the planners, um, the teachers, the other panelists that were with me. Shout out to all of you. I'm not going to mention specific names because I don't, number one, don't want to forget names. And two, I just don't want to bring them into what I'm doing without their permission. I have also had the pleasure, it was just last weekend, doing a birthday party, a virtual birthday party, a virtual science birthday party. It was so much fun. So shout out to that family. Again, I'm not mentioning names because I don't have their permission to share their names, but if you're watching, that was so much fun. I really had a great time hanging out with you all. Um, and I do want to make something very clear. I had a request for a birthday party, but the request does need to come from an adult. There is a fee associated with that. That is one of the things that we don't do for free. There's not a scholarship associated with the birthday party because that's actually something that helps us garner and increase our funding because we do a lot of other things. We, as in Triple F Empowerment Inc., the organization that runs Science Club, right? The majority of our services are provided at a an affordable or like decreased rate, but the birthday parties are not. And so if you're interested in having a birthday party hosted by me, you definitely need to contact me through your parent. So because it's not really appropriate for me to negotiate that with a child, and I always want to make sure that I'm working within what's appropriate, okay, and what's respectful of the adults in your family, okay? So that's that. I mean, coming to an end. Thank you so much for all of you who have been watching and supporting the channel. We're still like just so close to 100. I really would love to make 100. Maybe because it's so important to me. Maybe because I'm obsessing about it is why it's not happening. But I do hope that you feel like you're getting a chance to learn. You know, those of you who watch my channel, not for this like vlog content, but who are watching it for the science content, I really hope that you're learning. And again, thank you so much for watching the videos. I do want you to be aware that the Science with Miss Steph videos are going to change when they get released. Okay. So you used to release them or premiere them on like a Sunday. They're now going to be recorded so you can watch live on Instagram, Facebook. All that still is happening live. Actually, today is Saturday. I'm recording this teaching update on a Saturday. And so I really shortly am going to set this whole area up for the live that I'll be doing. But they're not going to be premiered anymore on Saturday or Sunday. The premiere will actually be at 3 o'clock ish on Tuesdays. But the time may vary, but it will definitely be on Tuesdays. All right. And for those of you wondering what's going on with me, like personally, and if you want to kind of hear my musings or chitter chatter about um, just the other like grown up people stuff that I've got going on, if you are grown up, you're more than welcome to check out my podcast, Steph Speaks About Stuff. And notice how that podcast does not have Miss Steph in it. It's really me as a person. I'm not presenting myself to you as like a teacher or anything like that. So it's really important that you understand that that is um, for an adult audience. And it's really just about me and my stuff, the different things that I have commentary on. All right. Comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful day.